Welcome, brothers and sisters, back to the portal of the diaspora. You know what it is. It's the PM Hour, and we're going to get into another topic that might interest you. So let's get it started. My name is Patrick.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Terry.
Oh, yeah, it's your boy Garrett. Oh, and it's all about the melanin, y'all. And it's me just coming in with y'all today with a story that's coming out of Tanzania. Tanzania, sorry, excuse me. It's coming out of Tanzania. And the president, Mr. John Pombe Magufuli, had declared Tanzania a COVID-free state. Right, so all this was going on past this whole year, and he's saying that he never had to put in a curfew, he never had to put any type of quarantine on his people or anything like that. So much that there is one of his helpers in a Ministry of Health, Mr. Gerald Chami. He also said that it takes no less than 6 months to find a vaccine or cure for a certain disease. We have fared on our own since the pandemic spread. I am not sure if it is wise to have a vaccine imported and distributed to citizens without undertaking clinical testing to prove it is safe for our people.
I agree.
That's what Mr. Shami is saying.
Yeah.
But the idea of what I want to bring to y'all nature is that they're staying away from the vaccine, right? Everyone knows what's going on right now. And Tanzania is saying that they are staying away from the vaccine and have an idea that they want to use herbs, right? Herbs. So what are we talking about here? Nothing more than fruits and vegetables. They wanted to use herbs and not able to offset the vaccine. They have not went out to no countries. They have not allowed, as far as I know, any testing on their people to come in there and test it on the people. Because that's another thing that we said that we'll leave that for another topic, a topic for a day. We'll leave it for another topic when they do these unauthorized testing on the other African countries. But as far as I know, they haven't done that in Tanzania. So and so there is no COVID in there, and yet they're saying they're relying on natural fruits and vegetables to be grown. You know what I'm saying, for them to offset the complications of what can be coming with certain. Even if you're asymptomatic, I guess for some people you don't feel any symptoms to offset the COVID. One thing me and my sister talk about, because like y'all know, we Jamaican, we always put that out there. Y'all know what it is right now. You know what I mean? One love to my loved ones, so we say, right? Yeah. But we talk about the soursop. You know, we know about the soursop, and this is like one of the fruits that they ban. It's like illegal that you cannot even grow out here, but that offsets cancer. That takes away certain negative cells in your body, you know what I mean, that you can definitely grow on and make and keep yourself, it's like replenish and make yourself clean and healthy, you know. So I kind of bring
vegetables. Avocado is one of those things.
Avocados and this is the idea of the conversation.
Blackberries.
This is the idea of the conversation. One thing I want to really make a point was when the COVID hit when in this heat moment, when it was like March of 2020, and when it really hit, when everyone was just really going in, one thing that I noticed in the grocery stores and going shopping is that the fruit and vegetable section was still full. No one scavenged. No one really went. Everyone was going for all this water and all this kind of paper towels and everything. But the fruits and vegetable sections was still available. It was still open. I mean, I know that because I got an abundance, and I realized that everything was scarce and you couldn't even buy like certain things. And I realized I'm the type of person that I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? If I got to live on fruit, we'll live on fruit. Yeah, I don't mind living on fruit. You know what I'm saying? I would say that I take that from my big sister, not to be down like that, but I did. You know what I'm saying? But we live on fruit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We like that. You know what I mean? We go in, but you know. That's how we do, everybody, Yeah. But just to say that, because the idea is to say we're talking about something and we know about the deaths. I don't want to go into it. We know about the deaths, and we know about all the stuff that's been happening with the disease and all our families that's been affected. And for an entire country to say, you know what, you guys can go ahead, do that, but we gonna focus on going more to our natural, what we do like naturally. Right, we're gonna go back to this kind of state and see if we can offset this disease like that.
Being healthy, right?
Being more healthy,
basically being healthy
and being more healthy.
Yeah,
come on, go ahead, man. What y'all saying about this?
You know where my mind goes, and this is, I'm gonna simply say this because you have America develop their own vaccine, China developed their own vaccine, Russia developed their own vaccine. You have a lot of everywhere black people are. We have to depend on different countries, different powers to give us what we need. Africa, for the most part, have to depend on Europe to give them the vaccine. And that's where I'm going with this. This country decided that they're going to take matters into their own hands. They're not going to rely on some foreign government, anything to heal their people, and they're going to decide what's best for them. Because already we know the distrust when it comes to medicines and vaccines and so-called whatever the hell they want to get vaccine. I mean, how many companies like Pfizer got in trouble for what they did with black people and their vaccinations a long time ago? You have the Bill Gates and his murderous campaign in Africa. Yeah. Yes, and I said that. So it's like this country, yes, and you would like that a lot of African countries do the same thing, taking the matter on. Don't wait on these European countries to give you your vaccine. What are you guys doing for yourselves? What are we doing for ourselves as people, as diaspora? Even here in America, me, myself, I'm skeptical about taking the vaccine myself, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
And I would like to have
love the alternative, right?
I would like to have a black authority.
Right?
You would like that we would have, we would have that there's a black authority that make black people feel comfortable and give us the information we need from your mouth, the relatability to make me feel comfortable to do it. Otherwise, there isn't that. Even here. Yeah. So over there. But yet you have this country decide they're going to take it in their own hand. They're going to do a natural way, a country, a continent, so much of really rich resources, so rich in resources that, okay, you would imagine that there would be something there that they can utilize or maybe make a compound in it to fight the COVID for themselves. At least what I'm saying, they're taking it out of their own hands and not relying on anybody else to do it.
Well,
they need to fall,
that's the positive.
Fall in line too.
That's the positive.
And
should fall in line that
that's
way.
the part that I like about it. It's not even like, taking a compound and the thing is like what people don't like to talk about with this coronavirus or whatever. If you're healthy, right? Your body you probably have had the virus gone in you. Your body fought it and it went out of you. Mm-hmm. You were probably one of those carriers, right? Because you were healthy.
Asymptomatic.
You were asymptomatic, but asymptomatic means that your body was fighting it as you were able to go about your daily living. And part of that means that you're healthy, and that's the part that America like to suppress. Not to fall in the trap of conspiracy, but part of it, they don't like to promote the fact that America is not very healthy, and the fact that you're not healthy is why we exceed the numbers of cases of coronavirus and also reported cases, tested cases, right? Not the people that have it and you don't know and they never showed up to get tested. Tested cases, proven cases, and also deaths. Which is also very important. It's key. The deaths, right? And a lot of that America don't like to promote it, but we're the worst, right? We can go ahead and blame it on Donald Trump because yes, he's partly to blame for that because you didn't shield us from our own destruction, right? But also, too, America is not
to blame
very healthy.
Too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not very
blame themselves, too.
Right?
For their own well-being and welfare because they're also not taking into consideration what they're doing for themselves. They're also going around here not covering up, not doing what they need to do to keep their self safe.
But you know what? Can I ask you a question real quick? Look, you got kids. Can I ask you something real quick? Look, you got kids.
Right.
Can I ask you a quick question real fast? Do you mind? Okay. You got kids, right? So the idea is, like you said, you're trying to protect your kids from the virus, right? And you don't want them to catch it or nothing like that. So what type of different eating habits are you trying to get your kids to understand? Because this is what this is about. It's about the different fruits and vegetables they use.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, this country is trying to offset it by not taking a vaccine. They're going to use fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, so of course I will follow the same steps that they will take. So for myself and my kids, for not to take the vaccine, I will, of course, do the same thing that they were doing, eat the fruits and vegetables. Because I'm damn sure not going to give them motherfuckers the vaccine. And I ain't going to take the shit. Yeah. So we will do the same thing what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because while we living out here in America, and I see the destruction that they're following, and we already hitting damn near 3 million. Yeah. And obviously they want us to crash and burn. No, that's the shit that we ain't going to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
God gave us the vaccine, man.
You know, and this
is right. It's already there. You feel me? It's already natural. It's already natural. That's Mother Nature. All that put together.
Y'all not even understanding what's going on. This is a vaccine that was made too fast. This is a vaccine.
Hey, make that. Say that.
Politicians
say that.
And doctors and people around the world claiming that they took, and these motherfuckers didn't even take it.
In a matter of months, right? How you make a whole vaccine?
I don't even get that.
Go
and
ahead.
you want me as a citizen to follow your footsteps and say, hey, here, I'm going to take the vaccine. You got me fucked up. No, I'm not taking that shit.
Know, damn right.
I'm not taking that.
What you say? You probably made that.
And then it's a vaccine that hurt like a motherfucker.
You know that's
then
right.
you got to take 2 rounds and then another round.
I heard
what
that.
type of motherfucking vaccine is that?
Come on, man. Right. 3 shots?
Not even a
4
motherfucking
shots?
flu shot go like that. No. So, no, I'm not taking that shit.
Yeah, 4 shots for a vaccine.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got people who are scared of shots. You got grown motherfuckers that scared of shots.
Yes, we do. We
know
no,
that. I'm not taking that.
I'm with you, sis. I'm with you, sister.
You know, it's not gonna happen.
And I just want to say one small thing. My brother always said in his cash line, it's all about the melanin. You know
what it is, baby.
Well,
One
you
love.
have to understand, biologically, black people, we're a natural people. We benefit more than any other by eating naturally. You know, because our melanin, everything absorbs all that. We thrive better because of our history, our lineage of diet coming from the past up till now. The sun, everything that we are natural people. So we would fight off things better if we ate more naturally. These artificial ingredients that we use is kind of more detrimental to us. As the adverse is more detrimental to us than it would be anybody else.
It's too processed.
More artificial, yes, it is. So for more than any other group.
Oh, you mean specifically? People, it damages our melanin. You're right.
Yes,
you're right.
More than any other group, black people, we should be eating more naturally. We should be going more of the natural alternatives. You know, because I mean, our life depends on it much more in that way. Yeah, and that's I'll say about that.
Yeah, you know what? So just kind of just to like really bring it on in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole idea is to get it to everyone out there. You know what I mean? You guys got to start implementing more different things into our eating habits. You know what I'm saying? If just to know, when we go in, right? Because we see that, right? You know how it is, and then we see how like diseases sometimes it's like it can be contagious, and that's the only when it comes to all these type of diseases. And that's when I want to reach out. It can be contagious, and plants are natural. You know what I'm saying? We're like my brother was saying, we're earthly people, just as strong and to the point. We're very earthly people, so we should make sure we always go back to that. We have to make sure we always go back to that because that will help us in over a lot of ways. Even with when we wake up in the morning, we have some teas. You know what I'm saying? Throw some teas. You throw some roots in there and stuff like that.
Key lines in warm
kind
water.
Of an offset. Offset when it comes to another little small thing I kind of want to just put out, and this is actually a real article that came out. This actually was on the news. This actually was a couple weeks ago. When it was out there, I was at my mom's house, and this was actually on the news. Channel 9 News. If you guys don't believe me, you can look it up in Channel 9 News. They are actually right now to this day, they are actually using cannabis extract to offset the COVID-19. That's happening right now. I don't know if it's necessarily happening in every state, but that's Channel 9 News, so that's local. So maybe that's a California thing, just to put it out there for everyone. So I'm not really sure. Y'all can go ahead, and it's a real thing, so y'all can go ahead and just make sure. I don't know if it's a worldwide, but using cannabis, that's an herb. Tanzania is talking about using what? Herbs. You guys have to listen to what's going on. It's a connection. Please don't be oblivious to the obvious. There's something that we're trying to tell you. The plants are natural. There's something here about plants and that's in our daily life that we should definitely lose. I'm not to just say, but it's all about weed. It's not to say that, but the idea is this. It's an herb. We should not just neglect the fact that there are positive properties that can help us use this in our health. And we should definitely incorporate that. And it doesn't have to necessarily come in smoking. Weed comes in definitely various factors. You know what I'm saying? We always, we can eat it. You know what I'm saying? You put it in your food. And we can drink it. It's a tea. There's definitely offsets. Right. And especially if we're talking about a contagious disease. And what does it affect? Our lungs. Right? It affects our lungs. That's what's coming on. So we can't never really, like I say, just be so oblivious to the obvious and stuff that's in our face. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep that 100. Because at the same time, what I want y'all to what I want y'all to do is to help us and make us grow that idea, man. Comment. Please, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. Like you say, y'all got stories, please send it in. You know what I mean? Please subscribe and let everyone know what it is because we all in this together, man. Shout out to one love to my loved ones, man. Peace to the blessings. Y'all know. Here we go. Pan-African, baby.